Now, this is just my response and my opinion to the recent stream that Mr. Henry Resilient has done in regards to Walter Austin St. John walking away from the Power Rangers because they wanted more pay. Now, I understand wanting to stand up for oneself because they feel that they deserve better pay. Okay, I understand that. But for Walter to bitch, moan, scream, and cry and blame the beloved Jason David Frank for blocking him from cons, it was not Jason David Frank's fault. It was Zach's fault. You should have changed your manager. Both of you should have changed your manager if you felt you were being blocked by cons to earn more money. You could have taken the time while being away from the Power Rangers, moving away from the Power Rangers, to rebuild your resume. You guys sat there and said you wanted $1 million per episode. I'm sorry, but you have to build up your resume in order to get that. It's not just handed to you right away. It takes a lot of hard work and consistency to get to that point. Look at Seinfeld. Look at Friends. These shows that I just mentioned had to the actors had to build their resumes and keep the momentum going, keep the consistency going if they wanted bigger paychecks. You guys could have stayed there and built your resume for yourself, but you chose to leave because you felt the pay wasn't enough. You wanted more. And as a result of that, you two, Austin St. John and Walter Jones, have lost my respect. I grew up watching you two. I cheered you on when you were on the show. But to find out you left because you felt you weren't getting better pay and you deserved $1 million? No, you have to build your resume to get to that point. You have to keep yourself consistent. Look, I know that the Power Rangers TV series was cheesy. I understand that. It's a kids show. It's meant to be cheesy. It's for kids. Okay? But to sit there and bitch, moan, scream, and cry because you're not being paid shit tons of money, you have to build it up. Do Power Rangers, do something else. Now you guys are has-beens, and people only know you because you were on the Power Rangers show for a short period of time. Like I said, I adored you and Austin St. John along with Walter, but now that you guys are coming out of the woodwork telling us, yeah, we deserved $1 million per show, how the do you expect to get that? You have to build up your resume for show business. It's not just handed to you. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Burt Young, Carl Weathers, some of the great actors that have been in this business had to work their way to get better pay as actors. You didn't see them bitching about their salary, now did you? No. They worked their asses off to get where they're at. How come you guys didn't do that? Huh? How come? Well, you wanted it just handed to you? Sorry, it don't work like that. You want to be big and famous, you want to be, one of the best known people in the industry, you should have went and did something else, TV show or done a movie to build your resume. You didn't build your resume. Now people only know you because you were on the Power Rangers TV series. That's all you're known for. You don't have anything else, entertainment wise. Austin, you guys are nothing but a bunch of crybabies. Francis is right. You guys treated JDF like shit, got mad at him because he wouldn't stick with you. He wouldn't quit because he couldn't quit. He had a wife and kids at home. He couldn't just say, no, I'm going to leave the show because I'm not getting better pay. He stuck with it and built his resume. He was doing martial arts classes for kids and adults. He was in MMA. He was one of the most popular people on that show. And Austin and Walter are just mad because they're not as popular as Jason David Frank was. At least Jason David Frank had the audacity, had the balls to call out y'all's behavior, because y'all sat there and decided to bitch, scream, moan, cry about your payment that you were getting. I understand you wanted more money. I totally get that. But you have to build up your resume in order to get to where you want to be, to get the money you want. You can't just say, oh, I want $1 million per episode. It doesn't work like that. You have to work on it. You have to be consistent with your job. And for you two, you were not consistent. You just dropped the ball and ran home. Francis and Henry had the right to drag you guys to high hell, up and down, because you sat there, talked mad shit about JDF, and JDF had the balls to call out Walter, because Walter took $1,500 of JDF's cash, because JDF didn't want him talking any more smack about him, JDF, as a person to the public. The person you need to be blaming for this mishap is Zach, your agent, not JDF. JDF had nothing to do with it. Y'all have a diva complex about you. You think that just because you were on Power Rangers, you should earn shit tons of money. You're at Comic-Cons. You do Comic-Cons. You do autographs. The reason why you guys don't get paid the amount you want is because you're not willing to work things out, sign stuff for free, do stuff for free. And then once you get your foot in the door, then start charging the fans. Make it reasonable for them, because not everybody can afford having a picture taken, or having both a picture taken and an autograph with you two, because you are all selfish, completely money hungry. The smart OGs, JDF, David Yost, Amy Jo Johnson, went on to do different things after they left the Power Rangers. Amy Jo Johnson did music, more acting, different things within Hollywood. Now is working behind the scenes. David Yost went on to become a producer for various shows. Jason David Frank sticked around for the Power Rangers saga as long as he could, and then went and did MMA, and then did more martial arts classes. This is how this man earned his money. You guys have to build up your resume if you want people to take you seriously, not sit there and bitch, moan, scream, cry because you didn't get what you thought you deserved. You need to work on it. You and Walter, Mr. Austin St. John, are nothing but pick-me's in the business. You think that people owe you a certain amount of money when they don't. They don't owe you shit. Yes, you were a part of the franchise for a short period of time, but bitching, moaning, screaming, crying because you didn't get what you wanted, you weren't willing to build up your own resume for that. Francis and Henry had the wherewithal to call you guys out on it for your behavior and how you acted towards JDF. They had a right to do that, and I'm glad they did it. They cooked you. They cooked both of you. My respect for Austin St. John and Walter Jones has gone down the toilet completely. You sit there, smile in JDF's face, and then one of you decides to say, yo, JDF, you're blocking me from cons. No, it was the man who talked mad shit about JDF after he died who blocked you from cons. Better reassociate yourself. Get somebody else to be your manager that won't do that shit to you. Because the manager you have, the agent you have, don't give a shit about you. He ain't going to share that money. You think he's going to share that money with you? No, he thinks it's all his. It's all his. You don't want nobody else to have any of it. That's why you guys aren't getting paid the money you think you're owed, because you have a shithead of a manager. And Zach. You guys want better pay? You want the attraction? You want the attention that JDF got? Get a better agent. Get someone who's actually going to split the money with you and be reasonable with you. Don't stick with Zach, because Zach is a cold-hearted son of a bitch. Zach don't give a shit about anyone else but himself. To him, it's all about money, nothing else. This is why his Facebook page was down. This is why his company was shut down. I mean, it's a domino effect. You go and talk mad shit about JDF when he's gone, you're going to feel the domino effect. And rightfully so, you should. And for the fans that are getting pissed because Frances is not releasing the audio, she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to. But she's letting y'all know just how cold-hearted these cast members are. They're cold-hearted. They didn't give a shit about JDF, but JDF never talked shit about them. Never accused them of blocking cons, not meeting fans. JDF was one of the most giving, most loving, caring people in the planet. Am I saying he's a god? No. Am I saying he's perfect? No. He was a human being just like the rest of us. But for the fact of the matter is, Austin and Walter sat there and talked mad shit about JDF. I'm not down with that. You guys deserve to be dragged up and down on YouTube by Henry and Frances. They cooked you. And now that they cooked you, you're going to sit here and cry foul and say that they're talking mad shit about you, which is true because you sat there and talked mad shit about JDF when he had nothing but nice things to say about you two. He was trying to keep it civil for the fan base because he didn't want his own fans hating on him for having difference in opinion on how you guys handle things. You guys are pathetic. You need to do better. Austin and Walter have lost my respect completely. You'll never get it back. Ever again. Thank you. This video is not to harm or harass anybody. Good day.